Hello and welcome to Brodual. This time we're back with an update for Tamriel Online. If you have no idea what this is or what the original version was capable of, then we highly recommend you check out our first video. The annotation on screen will pause this video and open up the other one in a new tab. We'll also put a link in the description for those of you on mobile. Since our last video, the author has been hard at work. There's been over a dozen updates ranging from small bug fixes to big new features. The first thing we noticed is just how smooth playing is compared to version 1. It's by no means perfect and you'll still have the occasional hiccup, but generally speaking it's a much better and more responsive experience. Originally, walking through low doors worked, but it would always nearly require a reconnect, but now it's practically seamless. The same goes with equipping armors and weapons, which of course still works with equipment added by other mods. There's now also support for dozens of different activities, from smithing to just sitting down. All of these can now be seen by other players. And finally, the mod also supports picking any race, including most custom races. In about 2 to 3 hours of testing, we never crashed to desktop a single time. We did have to reconnect to fix a few things, but apart from that we never had any major issues as long as we weren't purposely pushing the system. It's now easier to see who's online on the server console and while in game. Thanks to the integration with Jackson's map markers, all of the players will have cursors above their heads so you can easily track them from anywhere in the world. In terms of new features, the biggest thing is probably the introduction of questing. You can now go around the world with friends and complete quests together with relative ease. The feature comes with 3 options. You can either turn it off for the best performance, have quests synchronized to the host, or have everyone synced together. If the quests are synced to the host, then only the host's actions will have any effect on quest progression, but if everyone is synced together, then when anyone completes an objective, it will be completed for everyone. So as you can see here, another player talks to Lucan and offers to help him retrieve the golden claw. Then the quest gets started for me too. Then we can both go off together and complete the objectives. The author has also added support for levers and most of the pulleys, so if there's a puzzle, only one of you will need to work it out. Because once you make your way through, you can just pull the lever on the other side to let the other players in. The mod still doesn't support the huge endeavour of NPC synchronization. So the NPCs you see aren't the same NPCs everyone else sees. However, it does go a little further than before, and if someone else kills an NPC on their screen, the same NPC will die on your screen. So if you tell another player to go clear out a bandit camp while you wait outside, when you go back into the camp, all the bandits will be dead. But in the middle of active combat, you'll probably just see NPCs dropping dead randomly as other players kill them on their screen. However, it does mean that you can technically go around and kill enemies together, especially in small enclosed places like bandit camps or dungeons. In terms of combat, the mod now supports the use of bows and shouts, however these are a little too buggy to really be useful. The bows don't seem to show the actual attacks, and shouts aren't always fired into the right direction. But when it does work, it's really satisfying, as you can see here when the other player shouts at the guards chasing me. Keep in mind that he couldn't see those guards on his screen, but with a bit of luck he managed to hit them. Your attacks will now also collide with other players, so you can technically swing your weapons and kill each other, but again this isn't really viable as a form of PvP just yet. You can now also drop and share items with other players, which takes us one step closer to full synchronization. The mod now also supports horse travel. One of the things we liked the most about the original version was that it opened up exploration of the world between 2 or more players, and now it goes even further with the introduction of the Synchronized Horses. Again, this isn't a perfect system and the animations are a little buggy before you get on your horses, but once you're mounted it should work fine. The server also comes with a synced day-night cycle, so both of you should be seeing a similar time of day, although your weathers might be different. Overall, there's been a clear amount of progression and we're happy to see the continual updates to the mod. The next big update is supposed to be NPC synchronization, but that's the feature every other similar mod seems to struggle with, so we're not entirely sure what to expect. Whatever happens, we'll be sure to keep you updated in future videos. If you're interested in giving it a go for yourself, then we include everything you need down below. On the mod page you can also find some public servers for you to test on. As always, be sure to leave endorsements on any mod you enjoy, and be sure to check out g2a.com if you're in between playthroughs. And as always, thanks for watching.